Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to increase the power output of the Fatshark FPV HD system, which is the ByteFrost, from 450 milliwatts to 2.5 watts using this signal booster here, which is in fact mounted on the drone here, as you can see. So in this little drone, I have the original Fatshark 450 milliwatts HD VTX in here, which is this one here, and the output is here. This is the RF output, but here I've made a harness. The RF output from the ByteFrost is sent through this harness to the SMA connector, which goes into the 2.5 watts booster. The increased output will be output through this cloverleaf antenna. As for this silver thing here, is basically a PC fan. I've just installed it temporarily for this testing, so that as I power on the drone with a 3S LiPo pack here, it steps down the 11.1 volts or 12.6 volts actually to 5 volts to power the fan, and the fan will keep the VTX inside cool to prevent damage to the ByteFrost unit inside. While waiting for the version 2 of the ByteFrost, it's interesting to see if an increase such as this with 2.5 watts of power will have any effect on range and penetration. Without further ado, let's go straight to the testing and we'll find out the answer. Alright, here's the first test without the booster. I'm going for the door and take a stroll outside. So along the corridor, it'll be interesting to see how the original ByteFrost cope with penetration through concrete walls between the buildings. So I'm walking towards the end of the corridor, and so far so good. The signal is able to reach back to the ground station on the bar table. Now I'm going to walk past this turn, and here's the signal is getting really bad. And you can see that all the signal is lost. And if I play it back, you can see that there are two leaf landings. There are two leaf landings. Here's the first leaf and this is the second leaf. And we have yet to reach the first leaf and we're getting full static. Alright, this is the first test. Now let's try the drone with the booster. Alright, here's the drone with the booster. As you can see, taking a snapshot of its own reflection through the mirror. And this is the ground station in the same spot, heading towards the door and going out to the same corridor. I'm going to walk the same path all the way right to the end of the corridor down this apartment, and the signal is almost the same, maybe slightly better. Now for the real test, we're going to walk past this turn, and yep, it's full static. So if we play back the video, you can see that this is the first leaf and the second leaf there, and as we move forward, we made it past the first leaf. There's still signal. We almost reached the second leaf. Yep, we passed the second leaf here, and then after this, full static. So basically there's an increase in range using the 2.5 watts booster, but it's not really significant. Well, sadly things work out differently in the real world. In theory, this should output 2.5 watts, which should give the ByteFrost an amazing range and penetration, which is why a lot of people are hoping that the V2 of the ByteFrost unit will have at least 1 watts of output power for the transmitter. However, in real world, there are other factors like noise. The noise coming from this booster, the signal to noise ratio is so bad that it actually undermines the high power output that is stated here on paper. So yeah, here are the parts: the booster, the harness which I've made, the step down regulator, and the PC fan with the outlets on the side for blowing air into the chassis to cool down the ByteFrost unit. And here's the drone back to its usual state. Definitely not worthwhile having to carry all that weight. I think it consumes about 0.8 amps of power, so it's not really efficient, and it's heavy. It's going to double the weight of the ByteFrost unit. Thanks for staying to this part of the video. I hope you enjoy this little experiment, and let's look forward to V2 of the ByteFrost and hope that it can deliver something better than this. Alright, that's all I have, and thank you for watching. See you in the next one.